What's up, everybody? Getting into this episode of YNR. Billy continues to be a dumbass. Like, I don't understand this boy. Like, was he dropped on his head as a child? Because it's just like Billy just does not understand the ramifications of things. It's like, bro, you don't listen to anybody. It's like you fire your attorney, a very good attorney, and you fire her because you don't think that she believes in you. Any smart lawyer will tell you all of your options. She wouldn't be a competent attorney if she didn't tell you all of your options. She didn't say Billy had to take the deal. She was just telling him to think about it, because at the end of the day, she's a capable attorney, but when the evidence is so, damning, it's like you got to explore the option of, taking a plea deal. What else you going to do? I mean, how else is she supposed to convince a jury that you didn't do this? They have witnesses, testimony. They got your gun. Your prints are on that gun. You know what I mean? Your hatred of Adam. All of it is well documented. How the hell is she supposed to find a way to refute all of those things? They even have video surveillance that you left ChanceCom around the time that the shooting happened. And you even admitted that you were not at ChanceCom and that you were at the warehouse. Like, the evidence is overwhelming. So it's like Amanda can only do but so much, but Billy wants to continue to be an idiot. And I just wish that Lily will open her eyes to see that hitching your wagon to Billy is not a smart ass idea. That's stupid. That's just, what are you doing? I understand, you believe in him. You want to be there for him as a friend, as a new girlfriend, whatever you want to call yourself. I get that, but you got to be smarter. Like, hitching your wagon to Billy is not a bright idea right about now. Clearly, because Billy just does not listen. He puts himself in even more trouble than he's already in. Like, Lily kept warning him, do not go talk to Alyssa. He's talking about, well, this is my life. I have to go talk to her. We get that it's your life. We get that. But you need to let an attorney handle it. And besides, the GCPD cannot keep the witness a secret. They would have to tell his attorney, if he still had an attorney, who the witness was. Like, if Alyssa is not trying to talk to Lily, what makes Billy think she's going to want to talk to him? Like, he's up there on her floor just violating his bail right about now. Because you're not supposed to go talk. Hell, Lily wasn't supposed to go talk to her. Because that's going to be considered, be considered witness tampering. You know what I'm saying? That's witness tampering, witness intimidation, whatever you want to call it. Like, yeah, Billy's just putting his case in more jeopardy at this point. Like, you're handing the DA's office a victory on a silver platter because he doesn't listen. Like, he's sitting there trying to bang on her door and talk to her and find out who put her up to this because he believes either Victor or Adam did it. And that could be true. It's plausible. I mean, there's a lot of people who could have put her up to it. Hell, Victoria could have put her up to it for all we know. I mean, you can't put nothing past Victoria right about now. Especially with the way she acting. Any number of people could have put Alyssa up to it. Hell, Alyssa could have put herself up to it. Who knows? And of course, Billy got arrested, and now his bail is going to be revoked because now, you weren't supposed to do that, and now you're going to have to sit in jail until your trial, which can take months. You know what I mean? Like, that trials, they take a long time to start. It could take quite a long time. That was a fool's move. And Lily's still sitting there defending him to Ray and all that. And Lily, you could be arrested too for witness intimidation, fool. You might want to back up and close your mouth. This is what I'm talking about. Like, you putting everything on the line for Billy. For what? Like, I get that you think he's innocent. That's fine. But there's only but so much you should be doing. Because how would it look for not only one co-CEO of ChanceCom to be arrested, but for two of y'all to be arrested? That company would be down before it even started. What the hell wrong with y'all? Anyway, moving on from that. Devon and Amanda, I'm not surprised that the writers are going to try to hook them up, obviously. I mean, I knew that was going to happen. Like, he's sitting there inviting her to dinner and stuff. But they look good together, though. They really do. Actually, before I even get off the Billy situation, when Amanda saw him getting, dragged out of the Grand Phoenix and stuff, she told him, she was like, bruh, you need representation. You do. You clearly need a lawyer. Because Amanda feels like she can try and help Billy. But he needs to stop being stubborn and actually listen to people. Like, I'm down for it, but I am down for Amanda and Devon getting together and stuff. Devon needs somebody good. He's a good person. And it's about time he get with somebody who deserves him, somebody he deserves and that deserve him and he could be happy with. So I think that'd be pretty dope. Same thing with, what's her face? Elena and Nate. I like the two of them together. I hate how they got together, dogging Devon out like that behind his back. Like, I hate that they did that, but you know what? It wasn't meant to be between her and Devon, And I hope that Nate gets his hands back and he can operate again. Because I'm going to be honest, I really thought this storyline was going to be Nate suing Devon or something because he couldn't operate anymore. That's where I really thought they were going to go. They can still go that route. It's not too late, but that's where I really, really thought that was going to go. Sharon, honestly, moving on from that, Sharon, she needs to call off this wedding because it's obvious that Sharon does not want to marry Ray, like, clearly. Because she be making these funny faces every time they start talking about the honeymoon and the wedding. She makes these faces and it gives off a clue that you don't really want to marry this man. Like, and if you really don't, then you shouldn't. Nobody's forcing you to do it. She's the one who proposed to him. And I feel like she had ulterior motives when she did that. Clearly, when you proposed, that was because Sharon wanted to prove to herself and prove to Adam that she really wasn't in love with Adam anymore. Well, that's a stupid way of trying to prove it because you're just proving the point that you are not over Adam, or the very least that you're not ready to marry Ray. Clearly you're not. So just be honest with that man. Because somebody's going to get hurt if you try and go through with this little BS ass wedding. I like the shade that she threw though when Ray was like, "Oh, we can go to the same place that Chance and Abby went for their honeymoon." Sharon said, "Hell no." Sharon was like, "I don't do air mattresses." I freaking love that. Sharon had me dead. I was like, I ain't mad at her because that little honeymoon that they went on at first, that wasn't even a 1 star, let alone a 3. But Sharon just need to tell that man the truth. Like, you are clearly not ready for marriage. Just be honest with him. So anyway, moving on from that, I am super happy that Summer finally got through to Theo, and Theo finally agreed with Summer that he was going to take Jack's original deal and take the boutique in Paris. I think that was smart because at the end of the day, even his attorneys told him, like, there's no guarantee that you're going to win this. And if you're doing this just to stick it to Kyle, stick it to the Abbotts, why lose everything you got? Just to try to get revenge on people. Like, why do that? Because you're taking a huge gamble here. And I'm glad that he decided to take that deal. And he also did the right thing by warning Summer that she shouldn't underestimate Sally. Because Sally is definitely coming for her position as president of JVC. And she will use Kyle to do it. So at least he gave Summer a heads up on that. So Summer, can be better prepared and better equipped to deal with Sally. And be on her A game around her. Even though Summer was already, obviously, she knew Sally was up to some shit, clearly, but now she got more insight, so it helps her in the long run. It was kind of crazy because when when Theo went to the Jabot and stuff to go speak to Jack, Kyle was getting on my nerves. Sitting there looking at his phone with a smug look on his face, talking about, oh, the deal expired 45 minutes ago. Kyle, go sit down. You act like a fucking child. Like, and you're a co-CEO of this company. He acts like a toddler. I am so glad Theo ignored him and was like, let me talk to the adult in the room, Jack, and see if this deal is still on the table. And Jack, had some words for Theo. You know, he basically felt Theo was a user. He felt like Theo deserved nothing because Theo basically challenged, you know, Dina's will while the Abbotts were grieving. You know what I mean? Like, and I agree with Jack on that. You know, it made him look like an opportunist, which he basically is. And Jack was being fair during that conversation because he felt like he also seen a side of Theo that was genuine, that was kind, you know, so he's inclined to give Theo the boutique in Paris. He was like, you know what, I'm gonna give it to you. You know, I want to end this mess. And Jack also admitted that Dina definitely would have put Theo in the will. In time, she definitely would have gave him more than what he got. So I'm glad that him and Jack basically kind of made peace, and, you know, Theo promised to run the boutique in Paris ethically, and, you know, he wanted the Abbotts to come visit him and stuff in Paris. I like that they had that kind of closure between them and they could kind of patch things up. I'm pretty sure him and Kyle probably never will because, you know, Kyle, he's up on his high horse at this moment. But I'm very happy that they were able to, you know, kind of fix that. You know, there's not going to be no messy lawsuit because I feel like, you know what, it's unnecessary. I'm proud of the way Jack handled it. Jack, this is why Kyle needs to pay more attention to Jack, because Kyle is not, you know, he's just not mature enough to be no co-CEO of Jabot. He's really not. Like, the smugness, the I'm better than you attitude, like, it just comes off like you're cocky, arrogant. You know, just go sit down somewhere. Please, like, handle things with, you know. I did like Kyle's idea, though, when he showed Jack the email and stuff like that about them giving the Jabot employees bonuses and a Christmas gift and stuff like that. I do like that because I feel like, you know, if you treat your employees good, your employees will treat you good. You know, I do agree. You know, because not a lot of companies are trying to give their employees no bonuses or nothing. That, you know, that much is true. But anyway, this was a pretty decent episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about it. I'll see y'all all later. Peace.